When you first hit publish on Steam, the first thing the algorithm does is verify your game files to confirm you aren't a low-effort asset flip. If Steam's backend identifies you as a high-quality submission, they'll grant you a launch visibility window of around 1,000 to 10,000 impressions to start building your conversion data. If your store page isn't optimized, your impressions will be throttled immediately. This is called zero impression jail. To avoid this, you need a developer account with no history of review manipulation, but most importantly, you need to pass the 10 review threshold. This is the make or break for new developers because hitting 10 reviews instantly unlocks a user score, which acts as a multiplier for your visibility across the entire store. All of this feeds into a hidden metric called relevancy score. This is basically how much Steam trusts that if they put you on the front page, people will actually click buy. The single biggest driver of this score is wishlist velocity. Most developers wait until launch to market their game, but that's a death sentence. Steam tracks how many wishlists you gain per day leading up to launch. If you enter launch week with 10,000 wishlists, Steam marks you as high interest and pushes you into the popular upcoming tab. This is where the algorithm starts doing the work for you. Without those pre-launch wishlists, Steam has no data to act on, and you'll start your launch in a flat line. People call the first 48 hours the launch spike. But in 2026, the real spike happens during Steam Next Fest. This is the algorithm's stress test. Steam pushes every demo to a random seed audience for the first 48 hours. After that, the fairness ends. Steam then takes the games that gained the most wishlists during those 2 days and puts them on a main stage for the rest of the week. If you miss this window, you lose the biggest visibility multiplier on the platform. Every game's graph at the start looks identical. A massive vertical line followed by a sudden flat line. If your conversion during Next Fest is high enough, Steam will whitelist you for the new and trending tab on your actual launch day. To determine if your game is good, the algorithm focuses on median playtime more than any other stat. You need this graph to stay above the 2-hour mark for as many players as possible. If your refund rate spikes before the 120-minute window, Steam views your game as deceptive and will kill your traffic to protect its refund policy. Overhead. Perfect early game retention can save a game even if the graphics are bad. After your first successful game, you enter a honeymoon phase where Steam is more willing to push your next project because you've proven you can convert impressions into dollars. Once your trust score is high enough, Steam stops gatekeeping your traffic. Every update gets pushed to a wide audience, and from there, it's just a matter of consistency before you hit $1 million in gross revenue. I know it is hard to stay inspired, so to help with that, I've created a playlist with multiple videos that I will keep updated from different creators that have already gone through the process of releasing a game and succeeded.